What's up, everybody? So let me ask you a question. Millennials, young adults out there, how come that despite, of course, some of these current events that we're currently dealing with today, we come from a generation that has never seen more peace, never seen less disease, never seen more access to information. We have never had more opportunity for financial success and creating lives of prosperity. How come despite all of that, our generation is setting the bar with the most cases of mental illness in terms of anxiety and depression across the board? Why is that? Let me ask you a question. Do you look around at your life? Have you essentially done it all right? You work the dope 9 to 5, you have the financial income, you have the lifestyle, but you look around and you still feel like something is missing. You feel like it's not all there. The signs may show up as smoking a bunch of weed, of drinking, nicotine use. It might be watching 2 or 3 hours of Netflix at night. And we don't really ever think about why we do these things, but ultimately it's because there is some sort of pain that we're avoiding in our life that we probably aren't even conscious of what that is. We know we want more from life. We don't take any action because we are comfortable where we are today. Of course, we'd love to wake up feeling fully fulfilled, foot out of bed every morning, passionate, excited, feeling deeply connected to everybody around us, but that's just not the norm. We look at our life, we look at these global situations around us, and we say, of course I'm the victim. You know, in some of those circumstances, we aren't exactly sure what's going to bring us more happiness. We know there's something off and we can't name it. But in other situations, we know exactly what those things are, that if we began making those changes, we would find more happiness, more fulfillment, more joy and satisfaction in our life. But for whatever reason, we just never seem to make those changes, and we keep the cycle of knowing that we could be living more fully. And why is that? It's because we're comfortable, and we avoid the pain and avoid the struggle of making those changes. For whatever reason, we keep getting stuck in those same patterns. We hang out with the people that we know keep us small and stuff. We continue back those patterns of drinking, smoking, using substances, even when we know they bring us lower and bring us down. It's exactly these things, these toxic patterns, that are leading to all the anxiety, the depression, and the lack of mental health in our culture today. If any of this stuff resonates with you, I know, because I've been in that exact same situation. My name is Delaney McGuire. I'm a lifestyle optimization coach and the founder of Forge Your Path. I'm really excited today to share with you my lifestyle optimization coaching program.
I used to believe that people really can't change, so naturally I was skeptical of Delaney's life coaching services, but as I saw him walk the talk and implement his own strategies and transform himself, I realized that he was doing something right and decided to listen a little closer.
Today I'm able to earn 6 figures, traveling the country full time, waking up every day doing exactly what I love, helping people create the lives that they truly desire for themselves, full of fulfillment, full of well-being, full of happiness. And I couldn't ask for anything more. And life has not always been that way. Just a few years ago, I was fresh out of college, was working as a high-end technology project manager for the biggest healthcare company in the country. And it was a great job, insane income, living in a very cool city, having the lifestyle, having the friends. On paper, I had the coolest life you could think of, right? And you know what the sad truth is? Every single day, I would wake up with such crippling anxiety that I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror when I was brushing my teeth. Think about that. And where did it all come from? I had lived my whole life looking outside for validation and worth. I was killing it at my work because I was looking for that validation. I was climbing the corporate ladder, just waiting for people to tell me I was worth it. I had never sat down and asked myself, what do I truly want? What do I truly care about, you know? I just went with the culture. I went with the crowd. I was partying, drinking, having these crazy weekend adventures, but I wasn't truly connecting. I was not authentically expressing myself, and I had never sat down to ask myself who I truly am, what I truly care about, what lights me up, what am I passionate about. And as a result, I got into a deeper and deeper internal void with more partying, more drinking, more working to fill that void inside me. And eventually it became too much. Eventually, I woke up one day after another party until 4 in the morning with a voice telling me, if you don't change, you will not be okay. And it was in that moment that I realized I have to go inside. I have to ask myself, what is it that I truly want? I had to peel back the layers of all this conditioning of what I was supposed to do with my life and live life authentically to me if I wanted to find true happiness.
Working with Delaney, I've had the chance to see the way that he shows up. And when you think about the impact, and for me, the impact that certain coaches have had on my life is directly influenced off all the inner work that they've done. And to see what Delaney has done, where he's jumped into the void, into the uncertainty, to challenge the cultural narrative, the societal scripts that we've been handed in order for him to follow his dream, to build out a podcast, to build out a coaching business where he seeks the content and the context that he can give others in order to help them improve their lives.
I stopped drinking. I cut out the toxic people from my lifestyle. I began surrounding myself with positive people. I got involved in spiritual groups. I started going to meetups around entrepreneurship and business. Began learning on the side. Started picking up books, reading all the personal development I could get my hands on, and my life slowly started to change. I started to realize that the walls of this life are actually way more pliable. I left my corporate job. I bought a Sprinter van, converted it in 10 weeks, and began traveling the country full time, building my business, helping other people live the lives they truly desire for themselves, and at the same time getting to explore all the beautiful nature that this country has to offer. And this was all great, and my life was changing. But the one thing that truly transformed my life was when I was willing to take the leap to fully bet on myself and begin investing in my growth, surrounding myself with the elite humans that were going to hold me to the highest standard possible of what I'm capable of. That looked like hiring people like New York Times bestselling author Aubrey Marcus. It looked like hiring Millennial Coach of the Year Preston Smiles. It looked like hiring Akshay Nanavati, the author of Fearvana, the man who will run for 24 hours without stopping to show you just how resilient your mind is. Hiring and surrounding myself with people of this influence and their circles to connect with the best of the best, and putting my money where my dreams are and betting on myself. It was sending myself to India for a month to do nothing but learn yoga, meditate, and study Eastern philosophy, to just understand how the world works, to understand how big the world is, and take back these principles that I can apply not only to my own well-being, but for my clients as well. And over the last 3 years of searching for these answers, I've gone through a lot of pain, a lot of challenge, a lot of struggle. I've invested over $15,000 in myself, and I've come a long way. And pairing that personal experience with my formal coaching training, I'm excited to bring to you guys my lifestyle optimization program. So let me share something with you. When I was looking to hire a coach for myself, one of the biggest things that annoyed me is that everyone was talking about creating your dream life, and no one would tell me how that was going to actually happen. It was all fluff, it was all emotion, but no one would be straight up with me on the how of how I was going to ensure that this was going to happen. Once we do the work to get clear on exactly what it is that would fill us with joy and excitement to wake up every single day and step into, once we see that we can get there with absolute clarity, habits and routines become the mechanism. It's about identifying what in our life is not aligned and is not empowering that future vision. How do we cut those things out? How do we create empowered habits and routines that stick? We all know what we need to do, but why don't they ever stick?
He personally got me to start meditating, practicing mindfulness, journaling, created a workout routine with me, and helped me identify my values and my goals in life.
I can sit here on the other side of this camera and acknowledge that the only thing that separates you from me in this moment is my willingness to look at that fear and discomfort and to say, I know I'm gonna have to face this one way or another. And what's worse? What's worse? Facing a little bit of discomfort now to create the life I truly want for myself, or waking up at the age of 70, every single day from then on until the day I die, knowing that I left something on the table, that I did not live fully, that I let fear control my life and I played small. That's not the life I want to live. I want to live a life where I'm here recording this video from Park City, Utah, from being surrounded by 100+ incredible people, entrepreneurs and coaches that lift me up every single day, having an incredible relationship that is growing in depth and vulnerability every single day, living for adventure, growing financially, and just living and loving fully. And I want that for you too.
He's a genuine, passionate guy and works really hands-on. And one of my biggest takeaways from this is that just investing in yourself is just a great act of self-love.
So if any of this resonates with you, follow the link below to schedule a free 30-minute discovery call with me, where we're gonna go over your goals, go over my program, and just see if there's an alignment, see if there's fit. And the number one goal leading that meeting is to have you feel 100% confident in what you need to do next, regardless of if we work together. This global situation is chaos. The world is on pause, and it is the perfect opportunity for you to go inside and begin making those changes and those transformations to emerge on the other side of this, the person you truly want to be. So with that, thank you all for watching. Love y'all. Send me a DM if you have any questions. I'm looking forward to connecting. Adios.